Hello everybody, my name is Gunjan. Welcome to New This Week on ArtistAloud.com, the sound of independence. Today on the show, I have with me a musician, a singer, a songwriter who's a true roadie. He doesn't believe in any boundaries. All he believes is in his music and its cause. Today on the show, he's here to promote his album Chauraha. Please welcome Nitish Pires. Nitish, welcome to the show. Good to have you here. And क्या बात है और
Thank
आपकी
you very
जो
much for calling me, man.
आपकी जो एल्बम है चौराहा वो चौराहे नहीं दुनिया के कोने-कोने में छा गई है. लोग जो हैं उसका संगीत जो है वो गुनगुना रहे हैं. लेकिन इस एल्बम के बारे में मैं आपसे बात करूंगा. लेकिन मैं सबसे पहले ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि आपके संगीत की जो जर्नी है वो कहाँ से शुरू हुई?
It started in 1997 actually. But हाँ गाने तो बचपन से मैं हमेशा गाता था. But I'm not a trained singer at all. So I think rock was the best thing I could do, you know, being not so trained. But then I started in 1997. You know, took up the guitar, started composing in 1998.
किसको देखकर आप इंस्पायर होते थे?
I actually got inspired with Pink Floyd and Metallica. Okay, that वो era में. मगर क्या हुआ कि तभी एक बैंड हुआ करता था प्रलय नाम का.
Okay.
So I really got inspired with them to start composing and making my own music. You know, they're my good friends now, like Adam and Eddie. But yeah, they were my inspiration to start composing.
लेकिन उससे पहले आपका संगीत से कोई वास्ता ही नहीं था.
वास्ता मीन्स क्लास में बैठ के गाता था, लोग बोर होते थे आजू बाजू, you know, तो वो तो था ही वास्ता.
Right.
But then I used to listen to a lot of Kishore Kumar and all the stuff that day. When the FM चालू हुआ था जब भी, I think in 1995 में या कुछ तो उस era में.
Revival of radio.
Thing, the English music and everything started that time, I think. So I was like one of those guys in my town listening to English music and you know those kind of a thing.
Right. And you decided to become a musician, rock star, I would say.
Yeah. See, actually, there's a story. You know, I never wanted to be a rock star.
Right.
I wanted to fly. You know.
You wanted to fly?
Yeah.
As a pilot, or just like you wanted to jump off the cliff?
No, I wanted to fly a compact aircraft. That's what I wanted to do. So, but it didn't work out. You know, I was in depression for some time. You know, because that was like a very big dream of mine, but I couldn't make it. And then, in depression, I got into music. So that started making songs.
So we should be thanking those agencies who didn't take you as a pilot. नहीं तो हमारे इस जगत से एक संगीतकार जो है वो लुप्त हो जाता. But you know, I want to talk more about the ideology of your band. Your first album was Sarhadein.
Yeah.
Right?
To correct you, actually, Sarhadein was my first album through my self-titled band.
Okay.
That's Nitish Pires band. But my first album was in 2003.
Okay.
With Universal Music. Right. That time, एक band था Nakshatra. I was a founder member of the band. So वो हमारा first album था, which was Gulfam. All the songs were written by me. I was the band leader. But then that was my first album.
That was your first album.
Yeah.
तो सरहदें उसके बारे में मुझे कुछ बताएं.
That album was basically released to an independent thing. Okay, it had 9 songs. 2003 was my first thing with Nakshatra, my first album which came out with Universal Music. उसके बाद में 2007, like a gap of 4 years, and it took me to come out with the second album.
As an individual, something went wrong, right?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of my music label thing, what happened in 2003 with Nakshatra, we invested everything in the stuff, but then Universal didn't promote us, The TV में भी नहीं आया हमारा video जब हमने खुद ने invest किया था. So it never came up. So we were shattered. So I was left with nothing to do because the band members moved on. We need money to eat. So I was left alone, and then within that period, I made a lot of songs called Azad, Sarhadein, everything talking about my inner thing,
What were you going through at that point of time?
I didn't know any place to go. So I was going through a lot of things. I thought it's the end.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Right.
And even I thought maybe I'm not good.
Right.
I was trying to break and fight within myself.
So it was a very low phase of your life, in the beginning of your career. So what changed things all of a sudden that you decided to form a band and come out with an album called Sarhadein?
See, Sarhadein, without getting a major backup from a big label, we released it through an independent label, and we got great response within our boundaries, within our Sarhadein. We got great response. I had fans from Bangladesh and this everywhere, in India. Until now, whenever someone listens to songs from Sarhadein, he has to be or she has to be my fan.
Wow.
That's how it is. It just needed to reach people.
Yeah. On that note, let's increase your fan base. As you just mentioned कि सिर्फ लोगों को वो गाना सुनने की देर है और वो आपसे प्यार करने लगेंगे, आपके fan बन जाएंगे. So at this point of time, let's have a performance of this song Sarhadein. What do you say?
Amazing, man. It's so good. It's gonna be good. Why not?
Okay, let's have the performance. Well, I must say that you are a man of words. जो आपने कहा था वो बिल्कुल सही है. This is the first time I also heard this song, and I'm truly in love with your music. I just want to ask you something. When you were making this album, Sarhadein, what was going through your mind? Did you write all the songs?
The song Sarhadein was written by Piyush Mishra.
Okay.
The guy who wrote Black Friday.
Of course I know him.
So he wrote it because he liked the song and everything. We sat and jammed together. He used to like me. Yeah, he wrote it.
How did you meet Piyush?
I met through one of my friend Dheeraj Singh. So yeah, I met him there and I was playing the song. He said, I want to write that. I would love to write it. So he wrote the song, but all the other songs were written by me.
All the other songs are written. Yeah. So they say when going gets tough, the tough gets going, and that's what you did. You carved your way out and you came up with another album, which is Chauraha. And you did something really remarkable to promote that album, isn't it?
I just tried whatever I could do,
Yeah.
I need to help myself.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
What was the inspiration behind that album?
The first inspiration to come out with an album was that 35,000 views on YouTube, which was great for me.
Yeah.
which is great with the publicity. I thought, okay, now I've reached 30,000 people at that time, 2007. Why not come and give them more?
Yeah.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
So basically, Chauraha, the whole inspiration was the good things what I got from Sarhadein, and I wanted to come back again.
Yeah.
I wanted to fight back again and make things stronger for myself.
What is Chauraha all about?
See, what happened was, one of my uncle, he died of alcohol and a lot of things. He died in a natural death. So that, and apart from that, I've been seeing a lot of people wasting their life in drugs and stuff, and really. So Chauraha was basically, I wanted to contribute something and explain the new age people. Maybe the new age guys don't want to read Gita, okay?
Yeah.
So I thought, why not make something like a Bible or something? It's not gospel, but then I just transformed that whole thing into an album. Chauraha is a conceptual album. 12 songs are narrating a story about a guy who takes a wrong road in his life.
Okay.
And when he turns back to go back home, he doesn't find his home. He doesn't find his home on a way back home. So that's the whole idea.
Right. So in the album, a guy takes a wrong turn.
Road, yeah.
But to promote the album, you took all the right turns.
Yeah.
You did something remarkable which was unheard of. So tell us more about that.
Okay, what happened was, again, I made my album. I thought it's a conceptual album now, okay? So companies will back me up. But then what happened, it didn't work out. So I thought, how can I promote this album?
Yeah, the same old story, nobody's backing you up.
No one's backing me up. So I said, what will I do now, So I thought, if these people are not helping me to reach people, I will go to them. Initially, before it was a whole process. Just not that I took a bus and I went, but then it was about. First, I thought, I'll go on the road. I'll play on the road and sell my CDs and give away, go in front of the colleges, play, So then, when I made this plan, the reality came to the picture. How will I travel? Then I thought, I will take a train, man. I'll go take a train, walk, and this. I was going into that levels of, just going into the people, But then, what happened, I tried it. When I made CDs of Chauraha.
Yeah.
I sold my car.
Right.
I used to have a car. I sold it and I made some 2,000 CDs.
Right.
And then I started selling on the roads and stuff. But then I thought I could do it much more better. Because by being on the road, I'm just catering to one person at a time. So I thought, why not have a bus and make it a stage, man?
Yeah.
Why not do that?
Now, and just in case, if all your fans are wondering and all the people who are watching this show wondering, what are we talking about? I have a video to show you, and I'm sure you'll just get the exact idea what we two are talking about. Let's have a look at the video. Nitish, let me tell you, this is unbelievably out-of-the-box idea. Hats off to you.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk about this idea and this great journey, but on the other side of the break. Stay tuned. On the other side of the break, हम बात करेंगे नितिश की इस बेहतरीन जर्नी के बारे में. Don't go anywhere.
I had already given everything out to make this album. All I was left was $2,000 to start from Mumbai, you know. And every place I had to earn money, even to feed myself, and even to travel.
Here today to launch the live version of my old album Jannat. It's called Jannat Live.
मुझे जन्नत हो जहाँ क्यों ना बनूं मुसाफिर तेरी राहों में काफिर बन के फिरा मैं खो गया तुम जो मिले.
Don't forget to catch me this Thursday 4 p.m. on ArtistAloud.com where it's music first.
ArtistAloud voice. Music in your heart, music in your soul. Hear it all together now on your phone. It's your music station, and it's on your phone. ArtistAloud voice. ArtistAloud voice. Music in your heart, music in your soul. संगीत जो है दिल में. ArtistAloud voice.
Hello and welcome back to New This Week on ArtistAloud.com, the sound of independence. And I have with me Nitish. Nitish, you know, I want to talk about this great journey you went on. So you took on a road journey of 15,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
Wow. Where did you start it from?
I spent a lot of time in Mumbai, and then I went down from Mumbai to Pune, Bangalore, Mysore, Chennai, and I turned back to Hyderabad, you know, then went down to Orissa, se fir Kolkatta, and then I went down up there on Gangtok, Darjeeling, Shillong, came back. Nepal mein ghusne aa raha tha, to they didn't allow me because it was kind of, you know, the whole section was very scary, you know, in a way.
And how would people react to you that randomly this guy just parked his vehicle and started singing?
Yeah, most of the people were amazed.
Yeah?
But especially, you know, I saw that in our northeastern side of the country, you know, people really connected instantly, you know. So they were like really, oh, Bombay se gaadi leke aaya, and this and that, you know, like, oh, he's a musician. And I remember a time when I was playing in Guwahati, you know, there was a guy who had a birthday party, you know. And he was, you know, he was like one of those guys from the, you know, he was taking my interview there. He told me, I've got a birthday party, and it's my birthday, why don't you come down and play? I got like a small ground. I said, wow, anywhere, man, for music, you know. So I went there. I saw the whole place was surrounded by buildings. You know, I think I had at least 500 people watching me from everywhere. That was a great sight, man. So I had some great moments. I had some moments of struggle.
Yeah.
You know, I had some moments of pain. I had loneliness with me because I was sort of traveling alone, you know. Everything was there, but then everything was for one reason, to just go and take my music to people, you know.
Yeah.
Some places didn't accept me properly. Some places they accepted me great.
Right. What was the struggle involved in this entire process?
It wasn't that fun. You know, I think any one of us can do it, but then there has to be a reason. It can't be a trip to have fun. I'm telling you. It can be a trip to experience. Okay? Struggle. It was a day-to-day, man. And with the kind of money, I didn't have money in my pocket, you know. I had already given everything out to make this album. All I was left was $2,000 to start from Mumbai, you know. And every place I had to earn money, even to feed myself and even to travel. You know, So it was a lot of struggle. It was like every day I had to earn my bread and butter. I had to play, if someone buys my CD, I would get some money. Okay. And if I sell a good amount of CD, then I'll be able to go down to the next level. People told me, why don't you have a tour like, most of the people, Nitish Pires playing in Delhi at this time. This was impossible, No one was.
I can see tears in your eyes when you're talking about it. Looks like...
I don't know. I'm sort of, I did it with my heart and passion. Because
But did you ever think you'll be able to complete that journey?
I never back out, man.
And how did your family react to it?
My dad was very proud. My dad died the day I came back, and also he died the next day. So, but then he told me he was very proud of me. So that was a good thing.
Amazing stuff.
I was never very. Me and my dad had a very different relationship. We used to love each other, but then we could never express. That's a story of most of us in India. But then he was very proud of me. He told me, my mom told me that he used to always say that I'm very proud of my son.
Wow. I'm surprised why didn't music labels back you up? The kind of music you create is very inspirational. It has a message. I want to know more about this album, the kind of songs which are there. So one is Chauraha. Then
it starts with Hue Deewane,
right,
which is that's on with ArtistAloud and
right.
on ArtistAloud's channel. And the second one is Tamanna. That's a romantic ballad where this guy actually goes abroad to pursue his career.
Right.
Third is Arzu. He gets a job. So there's a story.
Right.
Okay. So we got like 12 songs. Which is doing justice to the story.
Right.
Yeah.
And all these songs were written by you?
No, that was written by Prashant. Okay, basically like we both did it together. Okay, but Prashant Ingole is a writer. The song was composed by me and everything, and I wrote 2 songs in this, Tamanna and Bachpan Lauta.
When you write lyrics, do you purposely choose a message, or
no?
Is
My
that
song tells me.
Yeah?
My song tells me.
Yeah.
Music tells me what to write. That's with me at least, because when the whole Chauraha, I didn't say that I want to make a conceptual album. The music told me that we are your concepts.
Yeah.
So that's how it was.
So you don't choose your music.
No,
it's
music chooses. Music chooses me.
Wow. Well, that's a great thought. Well, I'm going to be talking to Nitish about more of his thoughts, more of his life on the other side of the break. Salary Chawanni. आगे.
Salary Chawanni पर mental short film में मारे अब बस हुआ मेरे दिल का frustration कुछ बढ़ने लगा. Resignation फेंका टेबल पे और मैंने डिब्बे को देखा. उसमें था अंडा. अंडों से मारा उसे, अंडों से मारा.
क्या बात है. I have to ask you a question. You got to be honest about it. आपको कभी किसी ने अंडों से मारा?
अंडों से
कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति है जिसे तुम अंडों से मारना चाहते हो?
I will stick to the first one actually.
रोशनी कहाँ मेरी रोशनी कहाँ महक कहाँ मेरी महक कहाँ बोलो रोया डार्लिंग रोया मेरी रोया डार्लिंग रोया वादा करो कभी मुझे न छोड़ोगी वादा करो कभी मुँह न मोड़ लोगी तेरी दूरी मैं कभी न सहूँगा तेरा नाम लेते ही मैं मर जाऊँगा.
Welcome back. After the break, I have with me Nitish. Nitish, you look like quite rebellious actually. You actually carved your own niche. You went all the way out to actually, take your music to people. I want to ask you, which has been your biggest achievement till date?
There's been a lot. People ask me, am I successful or not? I say I'm successful.
Yeah.
To be even alive, and so that's success for me. But then achievement, the biggest right now, which is hot, is basically the GMA nomination. I got nomination for this particular album. I traveled.
Yeah.
So I think even getting nominated for GMA is like an achievement for me.
Yeah.
Because I know.
How did that happen? They heard your music?
I sent the music through ArtistAloud to GMA, and then the judge and everything. It's one of the biggest music awards in India.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, Jima really excites me in a way.
You know,
it
it
puts me in a
gives you
category,
all
but
the
I would
recognition.
rather relate this big nomination for myself to the God, to the power, because you know, it is really looking at me what I did.
It's because
Yeah.
of your association with ArtistAloud.com
because
that you, you know, got the GMA nomination.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this association with ArtistAloud.com.
I got associated with ArtistAloud 2010 because I didn't have any other avenues to get this album to people, you know, Chauraha, because I tried whatever I could do as an individual. Then I had restrictions. So then, you know, Deepika, I got in touch with Deepika, and she called me, and then I thought it's a great platform to reach people, you know, and it had a great distribution, pretty great fan following on the website, and on their website and Facebook. So wow, it's good, you know, instant people, instant access. So then, I got signed with them, and in fact, you know, this year's ArtistAloud Music Awards, you know, that was one of those 5 finalists, you know, for the best rock band.
Right.
So that's again an achievement with ArtistAloud.
But were you open to this digital platform? You have to be honest.
See, actually, this is a trend, you know. I mean, I belong to an older generation, to be very honest, you know. So yeah, the new generation is all about digital.
Yeah.
I'm a guy who used a tape and who, you know, heard the stuff. But then, to me, it's a little difficult. But then for the people, for the masses right now, which is basically youth, young guys, younger than me, the new generation, you know. So they are digital.
The generation which is on the move.
Yeah.
Tell me something. What is in store for your fans from you in future?
Oh, I think there's something great in store because I'm trying to change myself, you know, in a way, keeping the same thing. Because I've been doing this kind of music from the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And I was sticking to the same thing. I just thought, you know, why not say the same thing a little, you know, with adding a little sarcasm into it and humor, you know.
Okay.
So I've got something very special, I think, you know, that's coming up in the pipeline. I'm actually working on my next album right now.
Okay.
All the songs are done, just getting ready with the thing, and maybe we'll shoot a video soon. So there's something very interesting that I'm making for my people.
You know, I have a suggestion here. Why don't we give your fans a teaser, just a taste of what is in store for them? A couple of lines, maybe.
But there's one song called Ando Se Mara.
Ando Se Mara.
Yeah. It's a new avatar or new thing, what I'm going to get into now. And I thought, you know, why not say something? Because पुराने ज़माने में जब ये तमाशा अच्छा लगता तो हम टमाटर मारते थे, अंडे मारते थे. Okay, तो वो कर देते. तो मैं बोला क्यों ना वही चीज़ को like, you know, चीज़ें पसंद नहीं है, अंडे मार दो, निकाल दो. So that's what. So it's basically the song is all about. It starts with a guy with an office setup, you know, like most of the people are working in call centers and there's peer pressure, office pressure and stuff. So it starts with, मैं हूँ एक सीधा साधा little boy from middle class of India. मैंने कभी ना काम चोरी की ना मैंने की सीना चोरी यार. पर मेरा ये boss हर पल सर पे मेरे क्यों नाचे. Salary चवन्नी. It goes on like in that.
Salary चवन्नी. आगे.
Salary चवन्नी पर mental short free में मारे, you know. अब बस हुआ मेरे दिल का frustration कुछ बढ़ने लगा. Resignation फेंका टेबल पे और मैंने डिब्बे को देखा. उसमें था अंडा. अंडों से मारा उसे, अंडों से मारा.
क्या बात है, क्या बात. I have to ask you a question. You got to be honest about it. क्या तुमने कभी किसी को अंडों से मारा?
अंडों से, होली में, I did that.
या कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति है जिसे तुम अंडों से मारना चाहते हो?
नहीं, मतलब, I will stick to the first one actually.
आपको कभी किसी ने अंडों से मारा?
No man.
You've been lucky.
No, I've been very
People
lucky.
have loved you, your lyrics, your music.
Unless after this, you know, it's gonna happen. But then until now, no one did that to me.
Yeah. You know, people have loved your music, they have loved your lyrics, they have loved your attitude. And as you mentioned at the beginning of the program that you wanted to fly, I think you're flying high because of your music. And for that, I wish you loads of luck for your future as well. And I hope that many more such great albums would come up in the market. And very soon, a lot of music labels would support your cause and your music.
Inshallah.
Yeah?
Amen.
Well, that's it for now. I'm going to meet you next Monday, 4 p.m. only on ArtistAloud.com, the sound of independence. Bye-bye. Take care. You look beautiful by the day.
Thank you. Thanks for pulling my leg, but I don't care.
Within a short span of time, she's become the darling of the industry, having performed with the best of the best.
Then I realized that abhi show hai. I'm not even prepared.
Yeah.
And I was just writing a song.
Hi. Hi.
ओ तेरी बातें 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 ओ तेरी बातें. So there was Gulzar Saab sitting, Yash Chopra ji and Rahman Saab recording me.
दार्जिलिंग से डांस करती, पतीली से रोमांस करती, एक प्याली चाय पकड़ा दूँ तो झट से मान जाए सैया.
Hi, this is Niti Mohan. Catch me at 4 p.m. this Monday on New This Week on ArtistAloud.com, where it's music first.